Hello, it's Unit 13. You're on scene at the homestead, and I'm showing you right now the result of my MOLLE 2 pack frame belt experiment where I dyed it. Took it out of the dye bath just to see what the progress was, and thought it would be a good idea to cool it off under cold water quickly so I could handle it. This is the result. It seemed to have vacuumed out all the air that was in the cushioning. So now, you look, it looks like it's been vacuumed out. So, since I managed to collapse all of it and remove basically all of the cushioning ability for that belt, I've got to do something to fix it. And that's what this video is about, fixing this problem here. What my plans are for this is to make 3 foam segments, cover them in Cordura, and then affix them with snaps so that they can be replaced or easily taken off and cleaned. Originally what I was gonna do is just cut out a single piece of foam. I was just gonna lay the belt over the foam, trace it, cut it out, and figure a way to attach it. But I was experimenting around with just a piece of foam that I had that wasn't cut for it, and it kept binding up and acting awkwardly. So I decided to make the 3 segments. In order to do that, what I'm gonna do is just use the belt itself as a pattern, make a pattern for it, then cut it out into various materials that I have available here. First I'll make the pattern, fine tune it, then I'll cut out the Cordura, then I will cut out the foam, and then I'm going to run it through the machine. Some of the differences is I was originally just going to sew 2 matching pieces of fabric together, then wrong side out, and then turn them right side out, put the foam in it and sew it down. But I decided to, instead of doing that, I decided to go ahead and do edge binding instead. I like the look of it. And I also realized when I was trying to figure out the design that I'd need some place for the snaps to set, and it would be easier to set those snaps in just a couple layers of fabric than all the way through the foam. And it didn't need to go through the foam. I could save same foam. So that's what I did, is set it to run the edge binding. So what's next here is the footage of all of that. And also the reason I'm doing a voiceover on this is because when I was running the video, I had music and other like a TV program playing in the background, and it completely ruined everything. Not only that, I'm sure they would have copyright claims on all the music running in the background. So I'll be running YouTube's audio in the background, simulating what I was listening to. So here I am, I'm going to run this thing through the sewing machine and get that outer edge sewn down so everything's sewn in place. Now I'm going to set the machine up for binder. And I don't know what kind of, if you sew, I don't know what kind of binding attachment you use, but I've recently discovered one of these fold away or swing away binding attachments. As soon as I get a machine that I can dedicate for having a binding attachment on, that's what I'll do. I'll get one of those swing aways, because you can bind a lot better with one of those swing away binding attachments, it seems like to me. Although I've never used one, all the footage I've seen makes me think that they would work really, really good. A lot better than just this stationary one here. Alright, just about get this binder on. set the machine up, get this stuff run through, stuff it with foam, trim it, and then set the snaps in here. If you've never wanted to use those snap and seal or whatever that thing's called, wow, that's the only way to put snaps on. There it is. You see why it's in 3 segments, because it needs the flexibility to move. It's not perfect, but it'll work. It sure beats that flat stuff. All right, that's it.